Have you ever caught your cat staring at a random corner of the room, like they're seeing something invisible? Or suddenly perking up, ears alert, because of a sound you didn't even notice? Maybe they really are picking up on something you can't. In today's video, we're diving into the almost supernatural senses of cats, what they can see, what they hear, and why it sometimes feels like they're tuned into a whole other world we just don't get. Get ready to see the world through your cat's eyes and ears. You'll be amazed at what they pick up on while everything seems calm and quiet to you. Curious to find out what your furry friend is sensing while you're totally clueless? Stick around till the end. The last one's going to blow your mind. Night vision. Cats are natural-born predators, and their night vision is one of their most impressive evolutionary advantages. This remarkable ability stems from a specialized structure in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. This reflective layer acts like a mirror, bouncing light that passes through the retina back into the eye, giving the photoreceptor cells a second chance to capture the light. This mechanism significantly enhances their ability to see in low-light conditions. Additionally, cats' eyes contain a high number of rod cells, which are photoreceptors specialized in detecting low light and motion. These adaptations allow cats to see in environments where humans would perceive complete darkness. In fact, cats can see in light levels 6 times lower than what humans require. However, this adaptation for night vision comes with a trade-off. Cats' daytime vision isn't as sharp as that of humans. They see fewer details and have difficulty distinguishing certain colors, especially reds. Their world is primarily composed of bluish and greenish tones. Ability to see ultraviolet light. Humans can only see a limited spectrum of colors, ranging from red to violet. Cats, on the other hand, possess a unique ability to see ultraviolet UV light, which is completely invisible to us. This means your cat can perceive patterns and markings that you would never notice, such as urine trails left by other animals, biological residues, and special patterns on flowers and objects. This UV vision provides cats with an extra advantage in their environment, allowing them to identify trails left by prey and even hidden details in the fur of other animals. For us, a white wall might appear completely smooth, but for a cat, it could be full of markings invisible to the human eye. This might explain why your cat sometimes seems fixated on a specific spot for no apparent reason. Furthermore, this ultraviolet vision can help cats recognize different surfaces and textures more efficiently. This ability is useful for navigating various terrains and even avoiding dangerous or unfamiliar areas. Spotting the tiniest movements. A cat's vision isn't just adapted for darkness. It's also incredibly sensitive to movement, which makes them excellent hunters. While humans are better at focusing on still objects, cats are absolute pros at detecting even the tiniest bit of motion. This is thanks to the high number of rod cells in their retinas, which are specialized in picking up low light and movement with extreme precision. One of the most fascinating things about a cat's eyesight is its ability to detect fast-moving objects. That means your cat can spot a tiny insect flying across the room or a mouse scurrying around in the dark way before you'd even notice anything's there. This kind of instinct is inherited directly from their wild ancestors, and it's still going strong in our house cats today. Another advantage? Cats have a wider field of vision than we do. While our visual field is about 180 degrees, cats can see up to 200 degrees. That extra range means they can catch movement in their peripheral vision much more easily, keeping them alert to any little shift happening around them. So, if you ever catch your cat staring intensely at a seemingly empty corner of the house, don't worry. There's a good chance they're picking up on tiny environmental changes that are completely invisible to us. It might be a subtle reflection of light, a faint shadow moving, or even a tiny speck of dust floating in the air. For your cat, every little detail matters. What looks like nothing to you could be something very interesting to them. Ultrasound. Cats have insanely sharp hearing. It's honestly one of their superpowers. They can pick up a huge range of sounds, way beyond what we humans can hear. While we can detect sounds between 20 and 20,000 hertz, cats can hear frequencies ranging from 48 all the way up to 85,000 hertz. That means they can pick up ultrasonic sounds, like the squeaks of mice or the flutter of tiny insects. Here's something even cooler. Cats can move their ears independently. Each ear can rotate up to 180 degrees, which helps them pinpoint exactly where a sound is coming from without even moving their head. Perfect skill for a hunter. Plus, the shape of their ears actually amplifies sound, making even the quietest noises loud enough for them to notice. So when your cat suddenly perks up and stares at a blank wall, it might be because they're hearing something you just can't, maybe an electronic buzz, the hum of wires, or a distant conversation you have no clue about. Ultra-sensitive hearing. Thanks to that super-sensitive hearing, cats can pick up subtle sounds from way off. They hear footsteps, car engines, and doors opening long before we ever notice them. Ever seen your cat run to the door just before someone walks in? That's because they already heard them coming. And get this, cats are great at recognizing specific sound patterns. They know your footsteps, your voice, and they can even tell your car apart from everyone else's. That gives them a serious edge in anticipating what's about to happen. No wonder they're so tuned in to everything around them. They're basically furry little radar machines. Frequencies and vibrations. Besides their sharp hearing and vision, cats have this amazing sensitivity to vibrations. Their paws are packed with nerve endings, which let them pick up on subtle changes in the ground, like vibrations from distant footsteps, tiny tremors, or even shifts in air pressure before a storm. A lot of experts think cats can actually predict earthquakes because they feel seismic waves before humans notice any shaking. This ability comes from how sensitive they are to vibrations, plus their whiskers, called vibrissae, can detect tiny changes in the air and environment. Cat whiskers aren't just for helping them get around in the dark. They also work like motion sensors. They pick up on changes in air currents and nearby vibrations, so cats can sense movement and presence without even needing to see it. That's why cats seem like they have a sixth sense, reacting to stuff we don't even notice. If your cat starts acting restless or moving weirdly for no clear reason, they're probably picking up on vibrations or sounds you don't hear. Their bodies are finely tuned to feel the world way beyond what we humans can. Weather changes. If you've ever noticed your cat acting different right before a storm or a sudden change in weather, it's not just a coincidence. Cats have an incredible sensitivity to shifts in air pressure, humidity, and static electricity in the air, letting them sense weather changes before we do. When a storm is coming, for example, air pressure drops, and many cats start acting more cautious or even restless. Plus, static electricity can make their fur stand on end, which can be uncomfortable. Lots of owners say their cats hide or look for shelter right before heavy rain or thunder. Another cool thing is cats can feel subtle vibrations from strong winds or changes in ground temperature, which also affects how they behave. This sharp weather awareness is part of their survival instinct, helping them stay safe from harsh conditions before they happen. Electromagnetic waves. Cats have this mysterious talent for sensing electromagnetic waves, something us humans just can't detect without special gadgets. That might explain why some cats act weird around certain appliances or avoid places with lots of electronics. Some cats even react strangely when a phone rings or gets a message because they pick up on changes in the electromagnetic field nearby. There are reports that cats can sense changes in the Earth's magnetic field. This helps them get their bearings and might even let them predict certain natural events. Some theories say this ability is similar to how migratory birds navigate long distances. Reading human emotions. Cats are way more emotionally sensitive than most people think. They're experts at picking up on our emotions through subtle cues like tone of voice, facial expressions, and even changes in body language. While many folks think cats are indifferent, the truth is they watch us closely and respond surprisingly well to how we feel. When we're happy, cats notice from our tone and relaxed gestures. Often, they'll come closer to share that calm moment and even purr to show they're content too. And when we're sad or stressed, cats pick up on those changes and might come cuddle, rub against us, or just hang out nearby to comfort us. Cats can also sense tiny chemical changes in our bodies, like smells that shift with stress or anxiety. They notice changes in our breathing or heart rate and react accordingly. Some studies even suggest that just having a cat around can help reduce anxiety and have a calming effect. This unique ability to see and hear emotions makes cats super intuitive companions. They might not show affection like dogs do, but they have a deep connection with their humans and know exactly when we need some love and company. Cats are real-life sensory superheroes. With vision that can detect ultraviolet light, a nose that picks up the tiniest movements, and hearing tuned to ultrasonic sounds, they live in a world full of details we just can't sense. So next time your cat stares into a random corner or reacts to a sound you didn't hear, just remember, they might be picking up on something totally out of your range. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing cat facts. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.